and my reason for doing this probably doesn't need much reason either, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Basically, I've needed to do the voices for this for a while because people have asked me to. So while I have the motivation right now, I'm going to do it. And maybe, just maybe, I will actually come back and play this, but it hasn't happened yet, and I'm not really sure why it hasn't. My own fault, really. Stop looking at me. Stop it, creepy mother... Which is really funny, because I'm about to do his voice, and that was really the whole reason for this. This game was so subtly, like, horrifying. If I ever played this, like, solo before I watched any videos, I probably would have been horrified and not been able to play the game. Because Flowey, regardless of his innocent look at first, is still horrifying, you creepy little son of a... Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. I hate it already. Flowey the Flower. I'm not doing your laugh. Why do you make me introduce myself? Oh my god, that's right. He's gonna know. It's rude to act like you don't know who I am. Oh, is it gonna skip over everything? Someone ought to teach you proper manners. I guess little old me will have to do. Ready? Here we go. Oh god, the cracks. Of course, that's kind of what I'm doing on purpose. See that heart? That is your soul, the very culmination of your being. Your soul starts off weak, but it can go stronger if you gain a lot of LV. I hate this. It feels so stupid, but, like, I'm carrying on with it anyway. What's LV stand for? Why, love, of course. Jody, if you're watching this, ignore this ever happened. You want some love, don't you? I sound so much like a messed up Joker. Don't worry, I'll share some with you. I hate it. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness palettes. It does sound a little too much like Joker. I need to work on that. Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can. No, screw you. It starts to, like, accidentally change my normal voice as well, so you'll probably hear me sound a little different. Hey, buddy, you missed them. Let's try again, okay? No. Is this a joke? Are you brain dead? Run into the bullets. Yeah, no. Oh, I hate that face. You know what's going on here, don't you? Considering I've only done this numerous times. You just wanted to watch me suffer. Die. No. Yeet! Okay. I still can't do her voice. And you know something I want to point out right now? I don't know if this is just my eyes, but there's normally never any color other than the heart and, like, the different types of attacks in Sans' eye. But if you do, and I always wondered where it came from, if you look closely at Toriel's eyes, they actually are red, which I didn't really notice till recently. It's very faint. You can't really tell unless you get right up on the screen. But I thought that was interesting that she's like one of the only other characters that has color other than Asriel at the end, Sans. Yeah, character-wise. So, like, she's one of, like, the only three that has color on the character at any point within the game. And it's very faint, but it's just her eyes, and really the red probably doesn't mean anything, but I just thought it was interesting. I don't want to attempt this again, because last time I just made her ended up sounding like she was British, which I don't know that's why I go to that. I can't make myself do it. It's not for Toriel, at least. There's just no way. That's also, I think, the only blue letters that show up. When she says her own name, that's the only time the letters ever appear in blue. Alright, well, I might just get to the next save point and end it there, because literally I just wanted to do his voice. While I had the motivation to do so, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. Screw it. It probably didn't even really come out like I wanted it to, but, you know, I did it. So it's fine. It's cool. I also want an explanation as to this. What does this mean? Why is this here? It seems very weird that Toby would leave this here. Like, why? There's a lot of questions I still have about this game that I don't know if other people ask. Like, why is this laid out like this? What is this supposed to be? And if you look closely, this is rounded off. So, like, this is some kind of design. And for some reason, she's just left this square. Unless... No, because the old home is where they died. So there's no way... Like, also, what do the leaves mean? Because they seem important. And red is a very, like... Yeah, because my voice was higher then. But the red is also important in this game, because red was, like, determination and everything. And if you look, it leads up there. And where did they come from? Like, I guess it's off that tree, because they're down around it. So I guess this is where Toriel might have... rakes it. Oh, no, because the tree isn't up the hill here. So, like, there's no explanation as to why these are here. And they reoccur throughout all of the catacombs. So, what are they doing here, and why is this square here? Like, it seems odd to me that there's no explanation as to why that's there. If you look closely at Toriel's eyes again, there, one little pixel is red. I don't know why. That seems so... Oh, ew. It's kind of creepy and demonic once you notice it. Yeesh. That's not like her pupils. I can tell where her pupils are supposed to be. But, like, it's just odd, because nothing else in the game normally does that. But if you look, like, seriously, I get right up on the screen, I can see the pixels from my TV that, like, there's one pixel in her little sprite there that's red. And it's weird. I don't understand why. Because it's like, that's one pixel. What made him decide... I don't know. It's weird, pointless little questions. But it's just interesting that Toby did that. The fact that it was like... How do you decide that? How do you just, like... And it's so faint you can't hardly see it. How do you decide on something like that? Like, why did you find it important? Why not just... Why take the time? Because when you're doing that, I guess it has preset colors. But why take the time to pick out another color to do it? What brings you to do that? It's totally pointless. I get that question leads nowhere. There's no reason for it. Because, like, now, is it still there? Yeah, now it's gone. Because she's looking... Well, maybe it is her pupil, then. Yeah, I guess it is. Because the black is, like, the pupil. So, like, at the... Okay, now it just appeared when she stopped talking. So, I'm just curious... Okay, now it's not there. I don't know why this is so... Now it's back. So when she finished that... That's so weird. I don't know why I'm so focused on this, but it's only when she's not talking. I wonder if that's a trigger of some sort that causes the text to move or something. Like, because sometimes there's little things like that in games, like... In this... Okay, take Call of Duty Zombies, for instance. When you're going through a teleporter... It's not just an overlay on your screen. It's not. Yeah. I think it has to do. It's a trigger for, like, the text to move or something. It's almost like a pause and unpause. But, like, in Zombies, you're not... It's not just an overlay on the screen. It's not that your screen has just been taken up. That's not how it works. Like, flashbangs and stuff do that. It blinds you. It's an overlay of just pure white light. But when it comes to, like, things like that, like, there's different triggers, different rooms, different things. Like, you can go, like I said, in Zombies, sometimes you can go beneath the map and find, like, a switch or something in some games that open a door that you can open with a switch that's on the map and reachable. Or things like that. Or like the rooms aren't connected, or like I was saying in Zombies, you go through a teleporter. That weird spiral thing isn't just an overlay. It's you're in a room, you're locked in place, and you're looking at basically what you could describe as a TV screen in the game. That's what you're looking at. So I guess it's like, I want to know. Like, these are weird things that I want to understand coding. I need to get into that because I want to do game stuff anyway. I'm just curious about those little things. Like, what's the importance of that? What does it do? I know that's totally stupid to be interested in, but to me it's like, what's the point? Why are you there? What are you doing there? Why do you exist? What's the point of you being there? Of course, there is a lot of very weird things about this game, like Gaster. What is he doing there? Like, he's obviously very important, but it's just one of those things, honestly. You could almost compare it to the Eyes because of the depth of this game, that it's like, maybe it is important. Maybe you're missing something that you just can't understand. Like, that's the thing that I find amazing about what he did here. And you can way overthink these things, probably like I am right now. But it's just like, I guess that's like, I'm trying to compare it as like, I have an interest as to why the creators of the games put these things in there, what their use is, just like people want to know what Gaster's backstory is. Like, it's just cool to me that these things do that. It makes no sense. Okay, now they're red there too. But another thing I'm noticing, it's like it's one of the unfinished texture things. You're not going to be able to see this on a phone. You would have to have a screen with enough pixels like mine probably to see it. Like, okay, just to clarify what I mean by that. The screen itself has all its pixels, so like I can see looking up there at the top right at my my little, like, the skater symbol thing, I can see in that orange and in the red on, like, the on-air thing, that circle or the letters, that it's not perfectly straight. No screen is like that. It's millions and millions and millions of little tiny dots. And, like, I can see that there is, like, I guess it's to get the dark red color, but it's like a checkerboard thing. So it's almost like a missing texture kind of thing you would find, because typically the missing textures are like a weird green and purple or a red and black. Like, Call of Duty World at War, the modded maps and stuff, where if a modder was in your game and they like messed with a map or something like that, the picture for the map would just appear as like a faded red and black checkerboard, which was really odd. See, okay, it's totally pointless. Like, why did I even bring it up? What's the point of it? But I just find it interesting. Like, I want to understand these things. I'm very nitpicky about those things. It's, again, entirely useless. It's never going to make a difference to the game. I just find it cool. I want to know why it does it. Like, excuse me, little red dot, what are you doing there? But I will actually be right back. Yeah, excuse me. I had to pull a Sean McLaughlin and use the bathroom in the middle of my Undertale episode. This room just not gonna end? What's the deal here? That was weird. Hi. Hi. But see, like, it's not there. Okay, so if I skip the text, I don't think it appears, but like, it literally is right when it stops. Okay, it's not there that time, but notice her eyebrows. See, it's like, okay, this is very weird things, again, for me to be nitpicking, but notice how her face isn't the same as what it is when it's at, like, at rest, the original position. Now the eyebrows have moved and it's not appearing. Why am I doing this like this is what this video is about? Because it's not at all. But, okay, see, now back to the resting position. There it is again. So what's causing it? Why is it there? What's the point? I mean, and it could just be... Maybe those are positioning things, because maybe... Hold on. Maybe it's like a positioning thing. Maybe that's how the game knows to put the sprite there. So now it's covered, so you can't see it. The white was covering it. So weird. And again, I don't know why. It's something I'm focusing on, because I really shouldn't be. Skipping your text, Toriel, sorry. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna stop nitpicking absolutely pointless stuff. And, yeah. So, there you go. You got your Flowey voice, what I kind of owed some people, because that's what they wanted to hear. So, anyway. Oh. Alright, Whimsun. Alright. Oh, we can just... Okay. Bye, Whimsun. Nice talking to you. Okay, save that, I guess. And if you didn't notice, yes, we are going for pacifist first, because, you know, that's how you should do it. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there. I just wanted to do the Flowey voice while I had the determination to do it. So, anyway, I'll see you later. Woo!